We're here and we're pastaing because, yes, we love pasta.
We love pasta and we need to cope.
We need our comfort food.
Pasta dance.
Yeah, go Italians. I'm super excited.
Oh, hi. Are we doing a choice?
Hi. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, I'm excited for pasta.
Do you make a pasta fan every once in a while?
Every now and then, you just gotta fan yourself and say, "I love pasta."
Loving the pasta. Yeah, dried pasta. Good dried Italian dried pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just thinking about, hello, everybody out there. We were just thinking, it's post-holiday. The government's in shambles in the House of
Wackadoodle.
And it's kind of that time of the year where it's kind of like, now what? Oh God, all the goals.
Yeah, and there's nothing quite so comforting as pasta for dinner. So here's my way of, like, I know everybody sits there and goes, "Oh my God, I have to lose weight. I have to start my exercise program," and we do it every year. So how I rationalize it is, I don't eat carbs during the day if I'm going to have them for dinner.
And there you go. But wait, how does that work with your all cheese lunch?
I have cheese. Cheese on apples. I'm telling you, it's delicious.
But see, I think
Oh, yum. Cheese tortellini. Yum.
Ooh.
I don't know who's doing that, but that sounds delicious.
You know what? I totally have your same mindset. Like, I always think, like, oh, if I don't have bread or crackers or whatever, I can have pasta. And I'm telling you, Debriana, I can eat a giant pasta dinner and I don't gain weight from pasta. Is it crazy? Like, I don't know if it's in my DNA or what, but
it's in my veins.
I gain weight from other things, but like,
yeah.
I can have a giant bowl of this and it's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nope, not for me. The other part of it is, I think it has to do with my mental health. I'm depressed if I can't have pasta or pizza.
Sometimes part of self-care.
That's right.
Disclaimer, we have no degrees in any mental health. But I
think for entertainment purposes only.
Part of self-care is not depriving yourself. And if your body really feels like it wants it, of course, if you can't have it or you're allergic or whatever, that's something else.
That's something else.
But if you need it, I think your body's like, I need it. What about that chocolate cake? Okay, how do you rationalize that? Okay. Okay, so
I didn't have pasta. I had pasta for dinner too. I had it with I made chicken parmesan.
Yum! Oh, that's like my love language right there. Okay.
I know.
Big comfort. An entire package of this happens to be fettuccine in boiling salted water right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fan it out. So
here's the thing about the salting of the water. It has to be salted, and you salt it until it tastes like the ocean.
Yes, because if you were doing a different kind of sauce, I always add the salted pasta water to my sauce.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It thickens it. It's amazing. That's a great Lydia Bastianich. No, Bastianich. Sorry. But anyway, so I'm just going to get this started here, and then I'm going to go on to what we're making. So the reason why I'm making this, shout out to the 80s mavens of Julie Rossi and Sheila Lukens, who wrote the Silver Palette Cookbook. How many had that growing up? That was like the Bible.
Yeah, tried and true recipes in that one.
That changed things, like the raspberry vinaigrette craze, arugula salad came from them, right?
Yep.
And they just, everything in there is so good. Mushroom soup. I mean, I just remember really great classics. It's still available. I couldn't find them anywhere on any social media at all.
Really?
Yeah, there's a hashtag, but they don't. I think they're just retired or
They're like, I'm out.
still alive. I hate to say that, but I don't know.
Yeah, leave me alone. I'm cooking.
Yeah, they probably just are on an island somewhere with their millions making pasta. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the other wonderful thing is making your own pasta. But and I do that. I do that too. But there's good dried ones. Hey, have you been over to that place? It's in Chomp. There's a woman in there who does Italian imports. She has the most beautiful vinegars and olive oils and handmade pastas that are dried, and they're really beautiful.
I have not, and I would love to go see that. Maybe we should do a field trip.
Yeah, go do a field trip to Chomp. Yeah, I just love cruising pasta aisles.
Yum. I mean, you can never really. I mean,
Yeah,
there's so many, and it's so fun, and and making your own is obviously phenomenal. But this is so freaking easy. Okay, like literally 15 minutes plus boil time. It's not. There's nothing to it.
And it's impressive. So if you need to, serve 4 people for dinner,
you have to do some kind of dinner party. Hey, maybe you're a college student. Maybe you know some out there like I do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have your first little dinner party, or you're going out on a date, or you can even make this for Valentine's Day. It never
fails. It's a good one for that.
Never fails. So the title of this in the Silver Palette Cookbook is actually called Linguine with Tomatoes. That's what they call it. But
you wouldn't think to look at that, but you should.
But what makes it different is this comfort pasta. Basically, it's the same rules as Pomodoro, where you just cook a pasta, cook all of the sauce, not cooked, in a bowl, mix it together, and then add the hot pasta, toss it, and eat it. It's just, really, really fresh. But with this one, what's different is you add a wheel of Brie. So you break up the Brie, and I'm going to show you, put it in and you toss it. And then when you put the hot pasta in, it melts the Brie.
It's all creamy.
So yum. And it's just like very rich, very, very rich. And with my situation, I'm changing the recipe tiny bit where I use olive oil, but I also use a little of this.
Oh, yes. Extra creamy. Yeah.
And I like to put a tiny bit, of course, Peggy, if you're listening, cayenne pepper. But the basic ingredients are, okay, so I've already started. Cup of your best olive oil, 3 cloves of garlic chopped. And then all we're going to do is, I have a basket of grape tomatoes. You could put any kind of tomatoes you want. You could do whole tomatoes, whatever.
So this is a fabulous summer dish if you're getting fresh tomatoes.
Yes. And then get fresh basil, and we're going to...
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
Air all this bad boy up. And it's just that, salt and pepper, and toss it. I mean, with the Brie. So easy, and it's fantastic. Don't you love how easy it is? Okay, so
I do.
The pasta's going, and I'm going to take it out, al dente, not completely.
Yeah, and now I have no idea if this is true, but I heard it's better for you to have the pasta a little al dente because it actually, you work harder to digest it, and
right?
that's, I don't know. I always love it al dente anyway, but
well, of course, and then when you put it in sauce in a in like a pan, it cooks it down more.
A little bit there, yeah.
You don't have it overcooked, because overcooked pasta is yuck.
Mush.
So I'm gonna put probably a tablespoon of this plugra in here, just to add a little more creaminess, because
why not?
We don't have enough.
But it's also the flavor of the butter that's so good.
Yes.
That butter.
And if you're not afraid of dairy or you can't have it, it's all good. So I'm gonna slice these grape tomatoes just in half. Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm gonna use my serrated knife.
Now, are you serving 4 people with this?
Well,
or 3?
what should I do?
Or 2? I don't know. What do you do with the pack?
I just did 2, but I think you're right. I should do 4. Yeah, that's better. That's too big, I think, with these. So I'm just gonna quickly go through this whole basket while we're talking.
I like those little grape tomatoes. They're very sweet.
They're so lovely. They're wonderful. Why didn't I do this before the show? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not doing anything crazy with these. I'm not like cutting them a certain way, just in quarters. Okay, I'm trying to go as fast as I possibly can. Pasta's cooking away, has a few more minutes.
And now the Brie should be at room temperature, correct?
Brie, I've had out for a while. And you can, this is the thing that, what's her face? Diane Morrissey, who's the cook that inspired me to do this. You can leave the rind on or off. It's up to you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna take it off the sides, but like leave the top because I like a little bit of it, but I don't like.
A ton of it. Yeah, I hear you.
So I'm gonna just.
I treated myself this year to a whole wheel of Humboldt Fog, my favorite cheese, and I've been having it every day.
That's a nice Christmas present.
Oh, I love Humboldt Fog so much.
So, like, I'll save these. Like, I took off these rinds. I'll save this because it has cheese in there, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And you can have those with crackers later.
Yeah, totally.
And the other thing is, when you're cooking, if people don't know this, you know, do the garlic and oil first because while you're chopping up everything else, this is infusing the oil. So, garlic. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
And you want to get a good olive oil since this is the sauce.
Yes. Use your best one. You know, what are the things to look for? Extra virgin, cold pressed, organic. You know, of course, you know, we're partial to Italian. I think, you know, a lot of times you don't know where it's from. They make olive oil in Greece, Morocco, where Tunisia, you know, it comes from all over. Try different things. See what you like. You know?
Yeah, they definitely, you know, it has its own flavor.
They have in California. I know Holly sells proprietary olive oil from a farmer down the road from her.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the kind for her Holly's homegrown that she sells, which is really great. She likes to do local. Hey, Tomato City.
Yeah, baby.
And then we're gonna put in the Brie, and then we're gonna put in the basil, salt, and pepper.
So you're just gonna tear up the Brie, right?
Yeah. Tear up the Brie, tear up the basil leaves. That's it.
Yeah, you almost don't use a knife.
Kind of don't.
That's how easy this is.
But you have to cut your tomatoes. I went back to doing halves, Debriana, because it's just too slow. But it's okay. I don't mind a big bite of tomato. It's fine.
Yeah. No, it's nice to have the varied shapes of the tomatoes.
So okay, tomatoes done. Now I'm gonna take this Brie and look. I'm just gonna squish it apart in different pieces. So easy. So easy to just squish the Brie. Pulls apart.
Squish the Brie. And now here's the thing. This is a perfect dish to eat while you're watching a movie. It's totally movie season right now.
Yes.
Okay, so my 2 favorite movies so far are The Banshees of Inisherin, whatever that is, and Women Talking.
Okay.
I love The Fabelmans too. I have to say, I did enjoy that.
I haven't seen any of those 3. I'm getting ready to get my movies on very soon. I've just been busy because we're working. We're trying to sell a new show the beginning of the year, TV series. So, I've been putting all my energy into that, but I cannot wait to watch.
Hi.
So, looking really forward to it. I did go to the theater and see Avatar.
Oh, did you? Did you like it?
Well,
isn't it like 3 hours long?
yes.
I'm like, God, can't you tell a story in 2 hours?
For people who know me, might know that I used to have a podcast with my dear friend Belle Allen that was called Front Row Divas, and we did a lot of film criticism. And it's just, I'm just gonna say this. Okay, I'm adding salt and pepper. I'm not giving an amount. Just use what works for you. It's okay. Here's the thing. In a nutshell, James Cameron, so technically proficient, so worth going to the movies. It's a beautiful, beautiful cinematic experience to see the technology that he has created that took him 7 years. Okay, that's done. To get it to this level, like the skin on the avatars, you can see this. It looks like real creatures. And the being in the ocean, and it's just magnificent. The sound quality, the special effects, all of that is so great. And if you're going to put that many hundreds of millions into a movie, don't you think that the story should have that level too of quality? But it's not. It's every trope in the book. It's so mediocre, and that just depresses me. But you know what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with there's new clothes. Nobody's telling him that his script needs work. They want that job. So
that's right. And oh my God, it took how many years to make it? If I got that job, I'd be like,
oh yeah. Of course. So everybody's in that zone of like, oh well, don't have this not start or whatever.
Yeah.
So and they're afraid of him, and he's king of the world and all that. And I get it. I respect him technically, but somebody needs to tell the guy, and I don't know who would do it, needs to set him aside and go, hey, maybe not the best writer. You're so good at all these other things, but
get a script doctor.
Sorry, but I just didn't even, there were moments that are.
And then oh my God, it's 3 hours long.
Okay, and as a filmmaker, I can tell you right now, 45 minutes should have been cut. That is a very indulgent director just going, I love my work. I love it. I'm so in love with it. We see that all the time.
Yeah, although I have to say Fabelman's was long, but I loved it. I can't think back on anything that I would have cut.
I encourage someone to argue with me. I'm sure there are people out there that just loved Avatar. They can't wait. They want more. Here's the cayenne pepper.
Okay, that's a great idea, Liz. Get Lebanese olive oil. That sounds good.
Yes, try. There's so many things, and I'm gonna put some kosher salt in here. Kosher salt. How much is that?
Fabelman's.
Remember with the cookbook, our publisher just was such a stickler for amounts, and we were like, dash of this. No.
I know, a pinch, and she's like, no, what's a pinch?
She called us on every time we just like half a teaspoon, or whatever.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna.
But we love her. We love Julia.
We love you, Julia, but that's a lot.
Sometimes pinches are just pinches.
Oh. Right.
I actually have a measuring spoon set that has a measuring spoon and it says pinch.
I love that. Okay, I've got everything in. Here it is. Can you see?
Okay.
Okay, here's the hot.
That's a great bowl for this too.
Hot pasta coming in, and I'm gonna pour it, and I'm gonna. Oh yeah, so you can see everything, and now I'm just gonna.
Yep, that's great.
Toss it, toss the whole thing.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Isn't it pretty?
Oh my God, it's so.
Oh my God, does it smell good?
And the cheese.
I can smell it.
Everything is just melting beautifully, and it's gonna slowly coat the pasta. is I turn it, and it's got this.
Oh, if I hadn't already eaten dinner, I'd come over.
It's melted brie, people.
Oh my God, it's so good.
So good, melty, 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 and it's like the pasta's cooking the tomatoes too. You know, it's cooking everything, but not killing it. You know.
Yeah.
So this is great.
Yeah, I look forward to trying this in the summer when I always grow those little tiny yellow tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Well, because you have like the tomato lover's dream at your house.
I know, my garden. And oh my gosh, let me just tell you, my lomi has been going nonstop since Christmas.
Tell the people about the lomi who don't know what it is. Don't we wish we were sponsoring lomi?
Yes. Lomi, Lomi. You could probably find it on my Facebook feed, the link to it. It's a machine. It's not that big. It's like this. I don't know. You can't really tell. Like this big and that high. And you put all your compostables in there, but it also will do dairy and meat. Oh, look how beautiful.
Coated with
Gorgeous. And it turns your compost into dirt overnight.
That's just incredible. I've been waiting for that for a long time, that invention.
Oh my gosh. It like every morning we're like, we have dirt.
That's awesome. So what do you do with the dirt? You just put it outside in your garden?
Well, right now I sprinkled a little bit because I think it's 10-1. That's the parts of loamy dirt to regular dirt you want to do. So I sprinkled some on my indoor plants, and then I have a big bucket outside, a big trash can, the metal kind, and I'm putting it all in there. So in the spring, when we turn over the dirt, we'll be putting it out in the yard.
This is so Yumsville.
That looks gorgeous.
It's so good. I can't wait to eat it. Yummy. So I'm just going to take a photo of it right now because
it's beautiful.
It didn't take long for the brie to melt because the pasta is so hot.
And look at that, people. She had the water boiling at the top of the show, but it is literally 6:23.
There you go. Okay.
And we have a fabulous gourmet dinner ready in, under 30 minutes. It's almost under 20.
My God, it's so crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's delicious.
Wow. Yum. Okay, well.
You could do goat cheese too if you really wanted to. I mean, you could, if you're not a brie lover, you could use goat cheese.
You know what? And I was just telling you before the show, I have some artichoke hearts I could add in here. You could, I'm going to
olives.
Take a look right now.
Take a taste.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yum.
Lisa's eating the whole bowl. There's nobody else coming to dinner.
I got 2 people I gotta feed. I better stop right now. Oh my God, delicious.
Yeah, thank you so much. Get that on the table while it's hot, girl.
I know, so simple, so yummy. Enjoy. Yeah. When you're feeling a little blue, just make some of this pasta. I feel better already.
I'm so happy. Thanks, you guys. Stay active, stay involved. We will see you next week, and we may have, work for you to do. Who knows?
Women, life, freedom. Stop the executions in Iran, please.
Yes, please. Please.
So good to see you, Gabriella.
Nice to see you too. See you guys next week. We're so happy to be here.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.